Hi people, welcome back to the channel. If you are turning in, don't forget to like, comment and share, subscribe. Share your opinion in this video that you're going to watch. I want you guys to see the reactions of people, how Donald Trump deports so many Somalians and they are planning to come to South Africa. I don't know why anybody, every country, if there is crisis, in fact, I don't know why people want to go to South Africa. I don't know why all of them want to migrate to South Africa. Will Ramaphosa allow them to enter South Africa? Just watch this video and share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's see the reactions of people.
Stay seated on the ground. Keep your hands where we can see them. Move the next group to the bus.
ICE has arrested more Somalians in Minneapolis for deportation after they committed fraud.
Not only is America about to see a new round of deportations, but some government officials could go to jail.
In fact, according to a new bombshell report from the New York Times, Somalian migrants in Minnesota have defrauded nearly $1 billion in taxpayer-funded benefits under Democrat Governor Walz's leadership.
Do you stand by that claim of calling to Walz?
I think there's something wrong with it. Absolutely, sure.
You don't think that
You have a problem with it? You know what? I think there's something wrong with him.
Wow.
Anybody that would do what he did, anybody that would allow those people into his state and pay billions of dollars out to Somalia.
Wow.
We give billions of dollars to Somalia. It's not even a country because it doesn't function like a country. It's got a name, but it doesn't function like a country. Now, there's something wrong with Walz.
This is about purging people like me from this country.
Okay, so they're trying to delegitimize this fraud investigation as if it's some attack on a community of 192,000 people.
Protected status for Somalia, a designation the country has had since 1991.
We should never use a small community as a scapegoat.
The move would impact more than 700 people in the U.S. and more than 400 Somali migrants in Minnesota, which is a small fraction of the roughly 80,000 Somali Minnesotans.
Well, that could change because apparently they're going to be re-vetting people now.
And we frankly don't need their people coming into our country telling us what to do.
And you talking about
I'm talking about like Somalia, where you have a congressman goes around telling everybody about our constitution.
He's talking about Alon Omar.
Came into a country by marrying her brother. Well, if that's true, she should be a congressman, and we should throw that out of our country.
you understand that if a person commits a crime,
Yeah, a lot of people have been convicted
they face justice.
of this fraud.
And that you don't put that crime on a whole community.
Bombshell ICE sweep in Minneapolis-St. Paul finds 50% of immigrants had committed immigration fraud. 50% of immigrants had committed immigration fraud in the city of Minneapolis. The city of Ilhan Omar.
Some Somali Minnesotans are among the 80 people charged in connection to the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme, which prosecutors say defendants stole millions of dollars intended to feed hungry children.
But what's even more shocking are the governor of the state's connections to all of this and what could happen to him.
In Minnesota, you have a big Somali population, and they found out that, is it $1 billion? It's $1 billion, I believe,
$1 billion.
going to Somalia. And that is going to a terrorist organization,
out of the country.
Al-Shabaab,
$1 billion
which is a military
out of
group
the
in
country.
Somalia. Why are tax dollars, if you live in Minnesota,
This is so
you're
wild.
going to work, you're working really hard, some of your paycheck is going to benefit,
It's going overseas.
according to this investigation, a terrorist organization.
Including the pandemic aid.
That's exactly right.
So the pandemic aid, this governor not only allowed the riots to go crazy with George Floyd, but the money.
100%. The only thing I don't agree with him is, which I don't need to agree with you on whether or not you like somebody or not. I think that Trump is the best president of our lifetime, and he's actually fighting for this country, this culture, and what's best for Americans. And to think that there are actually people out there that are fighting on behalf of people that are 88% taking advantage of taxpayers and taxpayer dollars in order to get themselves together, enrich themselves, and to take opportunities out of other people's mouths, continuing to drive us into debt and not do the right thing while disrespecting the culture. And y'all support this. And the only people that I've seen do it and support it is liberal white people. Liberal white people has to be the bane of the existence of this entire country. It is insane. I expect for Ilhan Omar to do whatever it is that she's doing and to fight for her own people, because that's what They do. That's her culture. She came over here. She wound up becoming a citizen of the United States of America. She wound up getting office. And so she's fully vested in taking advantage of what is happening here in the United States of America. All of these other people, I don't get it. Like, I don't agree with her, but I understand why she's so vigilant and standing for the Somali people, because those are her people, and that's why she speaks to them in her native language. What are y'all sending me? Man, these people is going crazy. I promise you I'm going to link them back in the description to give credit, regardless of whether I agree or not. I don't know who's marrying who. I don't know who's in a relationship with who. I don't know anything about inbreeding. That's not my expertise. What I do know is that there's a lot of scamming that's going on and a lot of taxpayer dollars that's being leveraged and used. And a lot of people are not necessarily happy about it. And black people are starting to wake up. Black people are starting to wake up. They are saying, listen, I don't agree with this. I'm not rocking with it. It's not my cup of tea. This ain't our fight. And you know what's so funny? Because I'm going to discuss this on the Millionaire Morning Show today, that I keep seeing them say that this is their land, that Minnesota is their land, that 3,000 years ago, the land was promised to them. And then they taken, the lessons of Abraham. And you know how God promised, and maybe some of y'all may not be necessarily familiar, but God was like, yo, anybody that harms you,
leave him alone. You guys cannot do that. That's illegal. Call 911. Call 911. They're doing kidnapping. That's illegal. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Smile at me, sir. Smile at me, ma'am.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You guys are doing kidnapping. Kidnapping. This is called kidnapping. Kidnapping. This kidnapping. Call 911. Naima, call 911. Piece of work. This is called kidnapping.
That I can get, I am leaving, and I'm leaving on principle, because I feel that if I, as an immigrant, remain in a fascist country, I've been here for 38 years, and I can't.
Man, it sucks that they cut the clip off right there, but she says 38 years and she's talking about, I'm ready to leave. You've been here longer than me, longer than half of the TikTok activists crying for visas, built a whole life, saying raise kids, started a business, and now after Trump gets sworn back in, suddenly America is fascist. This is insane. Listen, if you genuinely feel unsafe, you have options. You do. I'm trying to get my do-rag together. What's going on with this? I'm looking crazy. But yeah, you have options. But, calling America fascist while standing in the safest country on earth, yelling into an iPhone 15 Pro Max, come on. Because something triggered these reactions. And guess what? Minnesota just dropped the next hammer. They did. Let me show you exactly why the panic is spreading.
Well, it's no more. 245D has been put on a moratorium in the state of Minnesota for 2 years, starting January 2026. All the applications who are not approved by January of 2026 will be canceled. In 2 years, they will review and see if if they will reopen. The 245D is the waiver program in Minnesota. It basically includes a lot of programs. So if you have submitted an application, the application will be canceled, and you can try it again in 2 years when it reopens. If you have not submitted an application, I would suggest you go look for another business, because 245D, or the waiver program in the state of Minnesota, has been put on moratorium. Don't be sad. there are many opportunities out there if you would like to provide caring services. One door closes, another one opens.
Oh, here we go. See, this is what nobody wants to talk about. Minnesota said, that's enough. We're freezing the 245D applications, all of them. Translation? A ton of Somali-run care businesses just got put on pause.